is definitely a Nigerian. Do you know what that means, Joe? Come on. It means we need to show that we are truly giant of Africa in every facet of our lives. And so if we've made mistakes, we must accept the hard fact that we made mistakes and then make a change. And Joe, this change is not about people in government doing it right. I keep saying this to my friends that listen to me. It's about every one of us, any little circle where you have control, make sure what's going on there is the right thing. Those are what we add up to give us the effect we are looking for as a nation. I often hear people sound very ridiculous. Na me go change the country. Na me go change the country. It runs me crazy when I see people sounding that way. Yes, now you go change the country, Joe. That place you have influence. Make sure what's going on there is the right thing. If I make sure what's going on where I have influence is the right thing, and Michael does the same thing, and Adebayo does the same thing, and Usman does the same thing, they add up
now, if we,
and give us the nation we are looking for.
If we are patient with what the CJN has done, setting up a 15-man committee to make sure cases are dispensed, don't you think that will help?
That's why I say that it's an awesome problem. I do not expect the CJ to do any overnight magic. No, but we are only encouraging that the right things begin to be done now, and on and on and on until we get to the dreamland. I admit that efforts are being made to improve, but we are right way behind, and some of us are in a hurry to see this nation, proudly taking the lead. I don't know about you, Joe. I'm in a hurry to see this nation taking the lead in all sectors, and that's why I'm giving my best in aviation, Joe, to get this job out and up in the air. I don't sleep. I had only 3 hours sleep last night, Joe. Yeah, because I have to combine my job as a licensed surveyor and valuer with digging out the information required.
An aviation freak.
That's correct. And I scarcely get enough sleep. And so it's just my contribution to make sure things are going on well. Joe, you are doing yours. If every Nigerian will be thinking about, oh, I need to do something special to help, it will add up and give us the effect. A good nation would never fall from the skies. And for those miracle seekers, so sorry, God helps you only when you obey his commandments and do what you have to do by faith.
Yeah, but you are optimistic that someday we'll get there.
Oh, sure, definitely. For as long as we've taken the step forward, it doesn't matter how slowly what's important is taking that first step and taking it one after the other and moving. Once you're in motion, it will take you a little while, you will get there. But if you're stagnated, if you're standing in one place, in the next billion years, you're going to be standing there. You're not getting to point B. So that's the issue. And I hope somebody somewhere is listening.
Of course.
Yeah. So let's quickly run through this Kenyan stuff.
We'll get there.
Otherwise, we'll be risking disappointing our viewers with the Dana Air, crash stuff if we don't finish this today. Operating income.
We may not be able to finish it today because we've got just 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we're out of here.
Profit is 26.099 billion. This is equivalent to 253.66 million US dollars. We're talking about, Kenyan Airways, and of course, total assets is 158.4 billion Kenyan shillings, equivalent of 1.537 billion US dollars. Number of employees, 986 persons. Kenyan Airways, 3,986 persons, and that's a business that was just started in 1977. Joe, anyway, let's look at Ethiopia very quickly before the time chases us away from the studio. And here is the profile.
Ethiopia will be in 30 seconds if we can just go straight to...
It founded December 1945. It's an old one. By the way, Ethiopia is not a new nation, but then Here we go. Commenced operations 8 April 1946. Operating hub is Bull International Airport. Fleet size is 92 aircraft they have. Destinations 113 for passenger destinations, and then 35.
It's lower than that of Emirates.
Yeah,
Emirates is 160, so taking the lead.
Here we go.
And when it comes to what do you call it, asset, it's still also taking the lead.
Yeah, so 35 for cargo. Company slogan is the new spirit of Africa. Can somebody say the new spirit of Nigeria? Joe, can you say the new spirit of Nigeria?
We'll get there. We will definitely get there.
Parent company is Ethiopian government, 100% ownership. All right. So headquarters is Bo International Airport, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. The drivers are one Abdullah Jamada, who is the board chairman, Tualud Gebra Mariam, CEO, Kasim Jeresu as CFO, Gobena. Let's move on and round up very quickly.
Okay.
Revenue is 49.5 billion. Which is 2.12 billion US dollars, and then net income is 45
okay,
million US dollars.
We will have to wrap it up here. Of course, we've seen the three airline you talked about. Emirates.
Joe, the conclusion you were asking.
Emirates.
Let me give you that conclusion right now. No, it's done.
No.
In 1 minute.
No.
In 1 minute.
I know you talked about 2.1 billion.
No, I'm talking about conclusion of this particular thing.
We have taken enough. We have taken enough. I must thank you for coming on the show. Please. Thank you so much. We want more of you who, of course, will go into research and bring out some of these things, compare notes with what we have and what we need to do to move forward. We hope that sooner or later we'll come back again, if not with that same name, Nigeria Airways, but another name, too long as it has to be a national carrier. Of course, it will be what Nigerians are expecting. It has been with Mr. Godwin Ike, an aviation freak, licensed estate surveyor and valuer. Of course, if you are with us same time next week, we are going to be talking about, at last, the bubble burst.
Yes, I'm the bubble burst.
Okay, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, it shall be time to look at one of the 5 senses of the body, which is the eye. Have you ever been engaged in a game that you have to blindfold yourself for about a minute? How do you feel? Well, after the break, that's our next discussion. Stay with us.
As you wake up in the morning, the first thing in the mind is knowing what is going on around you.
Follow and get an up-to-date analysis on issues on governance, politics, economy, among many other current and burning issues in both local and foreign scenes.
The parliamentary intra-party opposition to the APC.
Well, you know, the intrigues and interest in parliament is not just about the policies of the party.
The issue is, irrespective of the fact that the level of income has gone so low, people still need to feed.
Yes,